All right. Change property of moves that change the position of the character, which may affect certain combos. This is counter hit pushback. That's what all that means to me is counter hit pushback. There was the problems like Laura standing light punch that if you meatied her and she did wake up light punch, the counter hit pushback would cause it so that your standard B&B combos did not work. I thought that was okay. I thought that was kind of a neat little thing. So you take a risk to take damage to get out of certain combos, but you know, people would do that on the Ibuki mix-ups, and so you had to change to a different combo if you thought that the opponent was going to try to do that to you. But a lot of people hated it, and they're going to get rid of it. So that's basically what's going to happen there. There is going to be no more counter hit pushback theoretically. If they've tested all the moves, I don't know if they were that thorough about it, but basically it was caused by collision boxes being shifted on the first frame of a normal move, which pushed the opponent away a little bit. And if they've changed it now so that the first frame of every normal move, the collision box does not move anywhere, that will remove all of the counter hit pushback problems. Here you go. So there you go. All right, so that's the overall stuff right there. I like all of these changes, okay? I'm going to say that right now. I like all of these changes. I'm excited for all these changes. Also, shout-outs to Super 7 store for my awesome Met shirt here. I like my Met shirt here. Okay, so let's go through all of each individual characters one by one here. Alright, so let's do Ryu here. So the toughest part about this, honestly, is what I'm going to do here at the same time. Oh, shoutouts to Martin V. Shoutouts to you for the subscription. But what I'm going to do here at the same time on my screen over here, I actually have this open. So I'm going to go to the characters while I do this. Not even necessarily to show anything, but I want to go over here so I can bring up the move list so I actually know what the hell move they're talking about. Because I don't know the name of the moves, man. What, you think I'm like some sort of commentator or something like that? That I should know the names of the move? Get out of here, dude. Come on, dude. But there's going to be some stuff like the, shoulder throw or the solar plexus strike and all this other crap. So, you know, I just have the move list brought up here so I know what they're talking about. But the shoulder throw is the forward throw, and they've increased the stun on that and changed positioning after hit, which is interesting because, oh, shout outs to Saferoth. Shout outs to Saferoth for the subscription. Man, I really do need to show my cats on screen more, right? Buddy. Yeah. Oh, good kitty. Good kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. Look at this cat. This cat is, he loves his daddy. He loves you. You love your daddy, don't you? All right. But change positioning after hit. He already lost his throw loop. So I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. So this could just potentially mean that it's even worse than it was before. So, oh wait, I think this is, oops, they accidentally messed up the, what do you call the indentation here. I think this is supposed to be back over here because now this is the next move, which is standing light punch, change hurt box and hit box. So what I'm assuming that means is it's no longer good for anti-air as much. Change the collision box during the move. That probably prevents the counter hit pushback. That's what change collision box is. So if you're wondering, hit box is the box of your character that can hit the opponent. As long as your hit box overlaps their hurt box, you hit them. So the hurt box is where you can get hit. A collision box is the space that you take up in the actual stage, on the actual game. Here's your collision box. Here's your opponent's collision box. If your collision box touches the other collision box, you push the character, right? That's basically what collision boxes are. So the problem with some of these moves that cause counter hit pushback is on the very first frame, the collision box moved forward a little bit. So in the very first frame, the collision box moved forward a little bit, but when they got hit, they got pushed back to the same starting point that they were before. So when they woke up with that button, they would get up here, you would do your meaty would hit, but you would get pushed back here, they'd go back to here reeling, and so now all of a sudden your combo is starting from a tiny bit away, so that you are unable to complete that combo because you needed to be point blank to them to do that combo. So, and then, of course, increased pushback on hit and block, which is going to be interesting. Is that Ping who's actually just gifting everybody subs? Jesus, thank you, Ping. Is that what's going on here? I guess Martin's subscription came from Ping. Shout outs to him. Okay, hang on, let me take a look at something really quick. Oops, hang on a second, guys. Let me do this so that you guys don't get all confused by this. I just want to see this. I want to make sure that those gifted ones count, and there's no reason why they shouldn't, because everyone who's been gifted a sub has the same kind of ability. But shout outs to Ping. Man, I mean, you don't really honestly have to do this, but much appreciated. Yeah, so my official count of subs has gone up to 76. I don't know how this thing refreshes, these stream labels thing refreshes or not, so let's see here. Total subscriber count saved. Oh, yeah, there it goes. It went up to 75, you see down there. Okay, cool. So it's going up. It's going up as time goes on. All right. So increase the pushback on hit and block. So if you stand jab someone, you're just going to be a little further away. Stand medium punch. Change the collision boxes during the move. Why is... Oh, I guess for both that and for the V skill. I guess both of those were also counter hit pushback. And oh my gosh, there you go. Iron Spider Lord now is on subscription as well. But hang on, let me do something. Let me take a look at this over here. Oh yeah, so that is a gifted from Ping. So shout outs to Ping again, gifting more stuff. Man, thank you, Ping. Much appreciated. Changing the collision boxes is definitely more about the counter hit pushback stuff. Crouching light punch, change the hurt box. No idea what that means. Again, this is going to be happening a lot. This is the problem with these patch notes. A lot of them is very, very vague. A lot of it is very vague, so we actually don't know what's going on. So, so here we go. Change the hurt box. No idea what this means. Jumping heavy punch. Jumping heavy kick. Change the hurt box and hit box. No idea what that means. No idea what that means. So, so basically, yeah, we're going to have this problem a lot. Axe kick. Increased startup from 8 frames to 9 frames. So I think this is a small nerf to counteract the buff over here. And so, hey, look. You just want to be good friends with people. I mean, oh, shoot. Yes, you're right. There we go. The axe kick right here. Startup from 8 frames to 9 frames. A slight nerf to counteract the buff here. So now the reason why that this is a significant buff here, increase the advantage frames when canceling the second hit into V-trigger, means that you're probably going to get some pretty decent combos off of that. You're probably going to get some better combos off of that. So right now, you're definitely limited on what you're able to do. Let's take a look at this, actually. If I can remember here. So if I do this really quick. Oh, let's see. So that combo's for sure. So that combo. So a lot of things combo already. But, oops. I turned them alive. I turned them alive. That does not combo. That's the one that I'm curious about. Are they going to let you do into towards heavy punch? Is that what the change is going to be? Because you can definitely do that off of certain other ones. I know he has some other setups that let him do that, but if they actually let him do back heavy kick V trigger cancel into towards heavy punch, that's going to be a pretty significant buff to that. But I don't know if that's the extent at which they're actually going to let it work. So, but according to Ruda Boss, they said yes, they will. It's one of his Volume 3 trials. There you go. So there you go. So that is what the buff is going to be. So now what he's going to be able to do is he's going to be able to do something like, you know, boom, boom, V trigger cancel, solar plexus strike into crouching heavy punch. So let's see if I can actually do that right. So you can do cool things like into Tatsu, into super, etc., etc., etc. So he's going to have buffer combos off of that cancel, which is very hit confirmable as well. So I think that's a pretty nice little buff there. So he's going to be able to get stuff in there. And please, if there's any mods in here, please ban the spam. Please ban those guys if I have any mods in here who can actually do this. So I am going to ban the user here. Are any of my mods in here? Let me take a look here. Where are my mods? Where are my mods? I've got, I only have one mod in here. Okay, so let me get a couple of mods in here. So for all of his help here and for gifting a bunch of people, Ping 5 PS4, you are now a mod here in my chat. So you are, oh no, don't worry, Peter. Don't worry, Peter. I can't expect you to do it all by yourself. So, and then I know also Drunken Banana is in here all the time. So Drunken Banana, you are now a mod in my chat as well. So you two are able to do some things now. So there you go. So Ping, Drunken Banana, you guys are mods now. So feel free to go to town and stuff like that. And actually, I'm also going to mod Mr. Friday as well because I know he is a huge supporter. He is in all my streams all the time. So, Mr. Friday, you are also a mod as well. So, there you go. Hey, look, man. I have had great experiences with Drunk Bananas before. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Take that. Don't pretend I didn't say that. Any case. Solar plexus strike. So interesting. So even though they gave him that combo there, now all of a sudden they lowered the damage of the solar plexus strike. So it's not actually going to do as much damage. So that's a little unfortunate. That's kind of an unfortunate situation. But, you know, it's still cool that he has that option to be able to do something like that. So Tatsumaki Senpukyaku, which is the spin kick, change the collision boxes. Don't know how that's going to work. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that was also a counter hit pushback wake up move or not. Not sure. Maybe it was. So if it says change the collision boxes, those are my kind of guesses. And in fact, we can actually try it. If you guys don't mind me actually trying it, I can actually test it out here. Let me change characters real quick. Because I know for Ken, crouching medium punch, back medium punch, back heavy punch does not work on counter hit pushback moves. So I can do this. I can be Ken, and I can turn my opponent into Ryu. I like that philosophy. Do or do not, there is no try. But don't forget, failure is everything now. Failure is the greatest teacher all of a sudden, even though the original philosophy was do or do not. So there you go. That's the standard combo right there. So if we set Ryu up to do wake up action of Tatsu, so let's turn it into 5 here. Let's just do heavy Tatsu. There we go. So I did reversal heavy Tatsu, right? Actually, I don't even know what a proper meaty setup for Ken is. I don't know what a proper meaty setup. Okay, let me change this again because I know Cammy. I know Cammy setups, so I'll do Cammy here because that way I can test it properly because I do have meaty setups with Cammy. So let's do this here. Cammy. Boop, 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 boop. With Ryu, like so. Because otherwise I'd be guessing meaty timings with Ken all day, and that's not going to benefit anybody. That's going to be useless. So, man, this is actually going to take a lot longer than I thought, because I am taking my sweet time going through characters. This may be a multi-day stream, ladies and gentlemen, just letting you know if this actually takes me a while. So there we go. So now if I sweep him, Ryu is going to get up with a Tatsu. Okay, so let's make him do normal recovery, like so, and if I do this, that's going to be a perfect counter hit, right? So, nope, it still worked. It still worked. So I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure about that one, about the collision hitbox change. So I'm not quite sure what the situation on that one is. But we'll find out. We'll find out. EX Hadouken. Reduce the total frames, 44 frames to 42 frames. No changes in recovery. So if there's no changes in recovery, does that mean they made it start up faster? Where are the total frames gone from? Not sure, but being able to be canceled on the V-trigger is going to be really nice. Being able to be canceled on the V-trigger, though, I wonder what kind of combos he's going to be able to juggle after that. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. So, yeah, I think no changes in recovery, basically. Okay, so what High Fight's saying is no changes on plus or minus, but there's a total frame difference. That's what it is. Okay, got it, got it. Okay, so basically no changes to the plus or minus of it. It's going to be the same. But canceled into V-trigger is going to allow him to do some extra combos. There you go. V Hadouken here. So while he's in V-trigger, total frame for the Hadouken is unified to 42 frames for all of it. And so if I go here to my ever so valuable FDV app here on my phone and I go to Ryu, all of his V-trigger fireballs, Hadouken, 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 let's see here, turn V-trigger on. All the Hadoukens were, let's see, they all used to be 44 frames. No, light punch was 44 frames, medium punch was 45 frames. Sorry, 45, 46, and 47 frames. I cannot do math. I cannot do math. So they used to be 45, 46, and 47 frames in V-trigger. Now they are all unified to 42 frames. So now in V-trigger, his fireball is much scarier. Much, much scarier. And you can also see the disadvantage on block is much better now. He's safe even at point blank range with fireballs that way. So they've increased they increased the damage of them and they lower. So his V-trigger fireballs are going to be a lot more powerful. So there's going to be more worth it to actually throw them in V-trigger. So I think that's actually going to be kind of good. I think that's kind of nice. But the thing about it is the V-trigger is still going to go away pretty fast. But he has a 2-bar, that's a 2-bar V-trigger. So hopefully what the hope is that once you get it, activate it right away. Play Ryu as a fireball character. He's scary now. Use it all up. Hope to get some extra damage in there. Then play and build up the V-trigger again and get a second one. So we'll see how that goes. V-trigger Shoryuken. Ease the air combo count. So what this is probably going to let him do then is if he does... if he does EX Fireball into V-trigger cancel, like right now, I don't think his uppercut can juggle, right? So in V-trigger. So if I activate V-trigger, if I did air, I can't do it while neutral jumping. Can I do this? Come on, super delay. Yeah, see how that missed right there? So that misses right there. So he does not have juggle in his... Well, I think I ran out of it, didn't I? Let's try it again. Yeah, so I can't juggle in that situation. That probably means I'm going to be able to juggle now, right, in V-trigger. So now if I actually do EX Fireball V-trigger cancel and it hits, I will be able to get the uppercut afterwards. So that's going to be a new combo. Low forward, EX Fireball, V trigger cancel, uppercut, knock him down, do stuff like that. So there you go. Also, the EX Shoryuken in the V trigger decreased the stun. Interesting. Ease the air combo count. So that's going to be able to juggle as well. Did that not juggle before as well? Ah, wrong character. Yeah, it didn't juggle either. So there you go. So now you're going to be able to juggle with the EX Shoryuken as well. And then they added the donkey kick, more like the danky kick, right? The danky kick. So Ryu got a new move, the danky kick, which actually is just the launch kick, etc., like that. I wasn't in V trigger. You were right. I wasn't in V trigger. Aha. Still doesn't work. Yep, okay, still doesn't work. Okay. So there you go. So that's Ryu right there. So not too significant. However, the reason why that I don't think that these, you have to think about the buffs in the term of the overall ecosphere. So while it doesn't feel like Ryu got significant buffs, if throw loops are indeed gone for every character, they have all been nerfed to Ryu's level. And if that's the case, that is one of the things that made Ryu so bad in Season 2, is that he didn't have throw loops. But if everybody has that problem, shoutouts to Lancome, oh, shoutouts to Ping for the gifted sub to Lanum. But if you actually change everybody to no longer have throw loops, that is a buff to Ryu overall. He's still going to have problems in neutral. Yeah, there's James the Powerhead says Ryu still doesn't have neutral, nor pressure, nor zoning. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, because a lot of characters are going to be weakened a little bit. A lot of characters are going to be weakened. And I think that's going to be a significant thing. I think that's going to be a significant change. So let's see if I can do this here. All right. Shoutouts once again to Ping for the gifts. I'm all the way at 79 now. I don't know, like, I guess... Well, thank you, Ping. Thank you. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. Okay, let's go to Ken. Let's go to Ken now. So here, we're at Ken. Oops, wrong window. This is the window I wanted. There we go. So Ken, increase forward walk speed. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's going to help him in footsies, and I think that that's really, really important. Getting better walk speed is going to help him a lot, and it's going to add to a little bit to his aggression. So I do like that. So knee bash right here, which is going to be his forward throw, damage increase. So to make up for the fact that he should hopefully not have any more throw loops, they're going to increase the damage of the move just a little bit, because you can see the next change afterwards is change position of the after hit. So hopefully he's not going to have throw loops anymore. So now you're just going to take the throw to be able to get back into neutral, but he'll get more damage. So standing light punch, same thing. Change the collision boxes, probably the counter hit pushback. Increase pushback on hit and block. Change the hurt box. Does anybody have a good proper Ken meaty setup that they can give me that I can actually test for you guys? Because I just want to see this really quick. So if I do, for example. So if I did wake up light punch like this, and then I go here, and I go play back here, like so. Was that the one that I just did? Shoot. Yes, okay. So in other words, if I uppercut him, okay, so I can just do that. Yep, see right there. You see how that did not hit, right? Because of the counter hit pushback. See, it missed. So that is the change right there. That's a perfect example of that right there. The counter hit pushback pushes him so far back that my back medium punch doesn't hit anymore. Whereas if I turn that off, it does combo. So there you go. There's a perfect example of right there what it means by changing the position of the collision box during the move right there. Okay. Standing medium punch, increased advantage on block from +1 to +2. So his standing medium punch is going to be better in terms of actual footsies a little bit, and it's a decent move too. It reaches pretty far. It's not it's a decent move. See, it's a decent mid-range poke. And now if they block it, you have an advantage. So that's going to be a valuable tool for him in footsies now. If he can get you to block it, then he'd be able to have a little more advantage to try to apply pressure. Standing medium kick, change the pushback on hit, change the hurt box. I don't know if they changed the pushback on hit so that, you know, situations where the first hit hits and the second hit whiffs doesn't happen anymore or something like that. Because, like, if you hit, like, extended buttons, sometimes yeah, like that, right? So at max range, that doesn't hit properly like that. Okay, so maybe they fixed it so that doesn't ever happen anymore. So if the first hit hits, it always hits second. They says they changed the pushback. They didn't say whether they increased it or decreased it. That's my guess. That is my guess right there. So here we go. Stand heavy punch, Inazuma kick, hard kick Tatsumaki, V trigger, change the collision boxes during the move. I'm assuming that's all counter hit, pushback as well. Same thing. Crouching light punch, jumping medium punch, change the hitbox and hurt box. Meh, who the hell knows what the hell that means? So I will just shrug my shoulders on that one. Crouching medium punch, jumping heavy kick, change the hurt boxes. Thunder kick. Change it so the first active frame will not hit crouching opponents. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that one, actually. I like that change. I like that change. Sorry, yeah, I didn't change back, but let's stick around here anyway. Sorry about that, but you can hear me reading it. Look, I'll show you what I was talking about. Oops, that was webcam. This is what I was talking about. All right, I hope you read all that. Anyways, basically, you know, obviously, that's a combo, right? But against certain characters who are too tall, like Birdie, the first active frame would hit them while they crouched. So this combo didn't work on certain tall characters. Now that they've changed it so that the first active frame cannot hit crouching characters, now it doesn't matter who you hit with it, it will always combo. It will always combo. So that's a nice change. That is definitely a nice change for Ken. Light Shoryuken, change the collision boxes. Damage for regular version increased. So all the uppercuts got damage increased on all the versions, all 4 versions. And then, EX uppercut makes it so that they can perform recovery if it hits mid-air. That's right, there was the inability to do a wake-up, like if he hit you with the first uppercut and V-trigger canceled, you couldn't do a quick rise off of that. Him and Akuma both had that, so they've changed it now so that you can. So there you go. Medium Tatsumaki, just the medium one. If the first hit does not connect, increase the damage for the second hit and third hits from... That is weird. That is a weird change. Not sure if I like that or not. Basically, it's a weird change. Basically, if this happens here, like so, that was total damage of 40. But if the whole thing hit, the whole thing was 80 damage, right? But if you notice, the second hits are 20, 20. The first hit is 40, 20, 20. So they just made it now. So if I do this, then I will get the full 80 damage. So I'll get full 80 damage off of this and 80 damage off of this. So no matter whether I hit with all of them or not, it works. The only reason why I don't like this, I think that's nice. It's a nice buff for Ken, but the only thing that I don't like about it is now it's just one of those weird things where, oh, this hit will do this much damage if this happens or not if that. It's just weird. I would have rather had it that they like shifted the I don't know. It's a weird change. I'm not really big of a. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of the change. And then same thing for the V trigger one here. Let's see. Heavy Tatsumaki Senpu Kaku. Reduce the active frames of the first hit by 1 frame. Interesting. Change it so the first active frame of the second hit will not hit grounded opponents. And EX Tatsumaki, Airborne Tatsumaki, increased the opponent's recovery on block by 3 frames. Oh, okay, so they made this better again. So they improved his EX dive kick, so he's going to be more like Season 1 now, basically. Sorry, I forgot to change the camera again. But there we go. So reduce. So basically, what they're trying to do with the heavy one. What are they trying to do with the heavy one here? Second hit will not hit grounded opponents. The first active frame of the second hit will not hit grounded opponents. I'm not sure what that's all about. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right. So, Vots mentions in the chat that without the first hit of medium Tatsu, you can't combo into EX Shoryuken or Critical Art. So there's already a lot of weirdness going on in here. So you can do that here, but if you do this, you can't combo into it. But the thing about it is, I don't think that's a special property. The reason why I think that happens, it's the height. It's the height at which Ken gets put, because the first hit pops them a little higher, so they're higher off the ground. But if you do this, notice how low to the ground Ken is when I miss the other hits. So the opponent just hits the ground too fast for the rest of it to connect. If the first hit hits, it pops them up higher, and so you have more time to juggle. So that's just a natural way that the moves were built. The damage change is just weird, because now there's basically 2 scripts for Ken's Tatsu. There's a first hit script, and there's a first hit doesn't hit script. So it's kind of weird. But I'm not sure what the deal with this. Oh, so if you hit with the last 2 hits of heavy, you could do medium Tatsu. Okay. There you go. So that's what so hard for me to read. That's what Zeltos says here. Makes it a little easier to anti-air full screen V trigger HK Tatsu. Okay. All right. So that's Ken. What's the uptime here been so far? Let me see this real quick. Okay, just an hour. All right, next character, Chun-Li. Standing light punch. Change the hitbox. Probably make it less effective as an anti-air. Standing medium kick. Change the hurt box. Don't know what the hell that means. Thanks, guys. That tells me nothing. Change the collision boxes. Probably also counter hit pushback. Standing heavy punch. Crouching light punch. All those stuff. Change the hurt box. Crouching light kick. Change the collision box. Counter hit pushback. Jumping heavy punch. Change the hitbox and hurt box. Okay, so we've got Suito Tsuken. God knows what that means. Suito Tsuken. I am loading up Chun-Li right now. Suito Tsuken. Let's see here. Command list. Suito Tsuken is a unique attack. It is back or towards medium punch. It's stabby stab. It's this move. So this is now going from 60 damage to 65 damage, and in V trigger it's going from 70 to 75 damage. So that's not too bad. That's an extra 5 damage for one of her best pokes in the game. That's not a terrible thing. Yoku Senkak. Yoku Senkak is the The hell is Yoko Senkyak? Towards heavy kick. Towards heavy kick. Towards heavy kick, which is this move right here. Can trigger a oh, that's right. I heard this can crush counter now. Oh boy. So now if it crush counters, I think she might be able to get a combo. So this is going to be a scary footsies tool. I don't know what you can combo off of that, but if it crush counters and you get a big old combo after that, woo, that's going to be nice. That is going to be nice. I'm sorry, Tenkukak. Tenkukak is icy skies of blue. Back heavy kick. So that's this one. Tenkukak. Change the hurt box. Damage increased. Change it so they can hit opponents who are behind Chun-Li. Better anti-air. Better anti-air now, which is good because this move was already a pretty ridiculous anti-air. So they've improved that anti-air. So I actually like that. So Drunken Banana actually says that when the move crush counters, you get dash into full combo. So that's really good. That's really good. V-Trigger extended the time. That's fair because it was really nerfed really badly in Season 2. Light, medium, airborne, Hyakuretskak right there. Advantage on hit from 3 to 4. So now air lightning kick gets you better combos now. Because her crouch light punch is, if I'm not mistaken, is 4 frames now. And so it can't combo. So basically, all she got now after Hyakuretskak, and I disconnected my controller. Hang on a second. I'm sitting quite far away from my TV, so the cable is just long enough, as long as I don't go nuts. There we go. So that didn't combo anymore. Crouching light kick did. But now they're changing it to +4. So basically, Chun lost a lot of damage because all she could really do was into crouching light kick combos. But now she's going to be able to do stand jab and go back into this combo again. So, whoops. That combo comes back. That combo comes back. So that's going to be huge for her now. So, because the thing about it, it's nerfed. It's negative on block. Jesus Christ, James. Hell. Okay, there you go. Here we go. Switch screen. So basically, she couldn't do low jab anymore off of this. She could only crouch light kick off of this, like that. That was the only way she could combo off of that, right? And so she really just didn't get any damage off of that. But now, having it going to back to +4, she's going to be able to do the old Season 1 combo again. She's going to be able to do that combo again. And so that's going to be really important because on block, it's negative. So the reward, so if it was blocked, it wasn't very good. And if it hit, you didn't get a reward anyway. So now they're bringing back the reward for going for this combo, basically, and giving you your damage, giving Chun-Li her damage back, basically. Oops, I didn't combo that, but whatever. Yeah, there you go. So, there you go. So airborne Hyakuretskak is very important. Light spinning bird kick, damage increase, stun, damage increase across the board on all the spinning bird kicks. So there you go. There's Chun-Li. There's Chun-Li right there. So I think that's actually pretty significant. I think those are all good changes. I think Chun-Li is definitely going to be significantly stronger. Especially since the game is going to revert to a lot more footsies if the throw loops are gone. If it's going to be a lot more footsie based, and she thrives on footsie, and she just got this sick-ass crush counter and better air lightning leg. So I think Chun-Li is actually going to be pretty decent. And so yes, actually MOV and Ricky are going to be hella scary after this. And let's do Cammy now. Let's do Cammy. Let's do the bae. Let's do the waifu here. Cammy. So Cammy, gyro clipper. Reduced stun from 200 to 150. Man, that sucks because the gyro clipper is really useful. Like to reduce the stun from 200 to 1... I don't even know what the gyro clipper is. I literally have no idea what the gyro clipper is, so we're gonna find out right now. Gyro Clipper. I mean, people better not complain about Chun-Li in Season 3, man. Like, I would rather have all the characters be buffers, so... Yeah, Cammy main, by the way. Yes, the gyro nipples. Shoutouts to Google Translate. Command list. Gyro Clipper. Whoa, it's not any of the unique attacks. This is the critical part? It's her throw. Her forward throw has lost 50 stun. That's really huge. Oh, and Ping just gifted another sub to EMP Cammy's Thong Leotard. Just for the name, I'm sure. But once again, shoutouts to Ping, man. He's creating a bunch of people out there who've got cat emotes now. So changing the throw to do less stun is going to really hurt her scariness once she knocks you down. And with the game of taking throws, that's going to be huge. So a lot of people are talking about how Cammy got buffed, but changing the forward throw to lose 50 stun, I think, is actually a significant nerf. I think that's actually a pretty big nerf. So there you go. I think that's actually going to be significant. It's not enough to hurt her to the point where she's like, oh my god, what happened to Cammy? But like, that just makes it so that your fear factor when playing against her is going to be a lot less. Take the throw. And the biggest problem with taking the throw against Cammy before is when she threw you, you got stunned. Now that's not going to happen anymore. So it's going to happen. It's going to be harder to happen. It's going to be harder to happen. So Delta through. Damage increased from 130 to 140. That is her back throw. So they've increased the damage of her back throw to actually make you want to do that a little bit more. And then her air throw goes from 130 to 150. Wow, okay. You add swirls to that move, and then all of a sudden it gets 20 extra damage. Standing light punch. Change the hitbox, collision box, increase the pushback on block. Change startup from 4 frames to 3 frames for the rapid cancel version. Okay, so it's already 3 frames, right? The move is already 3 frames startup. But that just means when I chain it like that, the second one is also 3 frames. I don't know why. I don't know what this change does. I don't know if that's significant or not. That just means I can jab faster like this, because in between each one is going to be 1 less frames. So I can now mash jab a little bit faster. Sure. That's all that means from the rapid cancel version. That's what that means. Standing medium kick. Recovery increased from 13 frames to 15 frames. Another big nerf to Cammy here. So one of her best moves in the game, boop, now has more recovery on whiff so that you can whiff punish her a little bit better. Standing heavy kick. Increase the advantage on hit from +2 to +4. This is going to be interesting because am I close enough? I am close enough. So this is a pretty good buff for her, because if I'm trying to chase down someone to crush counter them on their backdash, and they just get hit by this normally, I didn't get anything after it. But now if they just happen to walk into this or get hit by this button, I can do something like that. I can do, God, Cammy, is it her standing medium punch that's 4 frames? Let me take a look really quick, guys. I will tell you in a second here. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, yeah. Let me see. 4 frames. Oh, standing light kick, crouching light kick. Okay. Yeah, so it's only going to be the light punch. It's going to be the standing light punch, and it's going to be standing light kick. But this, standing heavy kick into that is going to be a combo now. So in other words, basically, I'm going to have combos like this now. I'm going to have some fancier combos, some cool stuff going on here, and I think that's really cool. Back medium punch is 4 frames, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me see. Lift upper is. Okay, so that is not going to work, so that's okay. As long as that doesn't reach, we're good. If that reached, we would have a problem. We would have a problem. But fortunately, that does not reach, and this can't hit crouching people anyway. Okay, there we go. Okay. So back medium punch is not actually going to hit. So there you go. Crouching light punch, change the hit back and hurt back, increase the pushback on hit and block. So this is interesting. People were saying that in the version that people were playing at Capcom Cup, they could do crouching light punch into throw. Right? If you look right now, Cammy cannot do that. Oops. She's too far. They were saying at the Capcom Cup version that this actually worked. So this became a true tick throw for Cammy. That if people were hitting buttons, you would actually beat their buttons with that. However, this actually says increased the pushback on hit and block, which sounds to me like you push them back further. I'm not sure. So maybe the version that we played at Capcom Cup, they tweaked it a little bit more after that. So, oh, I skipped over a change. Oh, change it so that it can hit people who are behind Cammy. So this was a great far anti-air. This was a great far away anti-air. Not so much a good anti-air up close. So, but apparently they're going to make it now so that the, okay, see like that, but probably even better now. So it can actually be an anti-cross-up move, but it doesn't matter, I have back medium punch, same thing. So not a huge change for Cammy, because back medium punch existed, and back medium punch is already super godlike as an anti-air. Crouching. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this crouching light punch. We'll see what happens. Crouching light kick, change the collision box, preventing counter hit pushback, increase pushback on hit and block, so she's farther away on that. And see, what's concerning about that here is that might actually nerf a very, very significant thing for Cammy. Because Cammy right now can do that, right? That's not a combo. Crouching light kick into a standing light kick into crouching light kick is not a combo, but it was a way to punish people for trying to get away from throws or something like this, right? So what people would do is they would try to run away, or they would try to jab you, and you could catch them and hit confirm into that. If the pushback on these on hit are further, this might not reach anymore. Light punch might start whiffing in this situation. So if this doesn't work anymore, that's actually a pretty significant nerf to Cammy as well. On counter hit, this does combo, I think. Yeah, you can combo it on counter hit. There you go. You can combo it on counter hit. But if the pushback is far enough that that is no longer possible, that is a significant nerf to Cammy as well. Crouching heavy punch, crouching heavy kick, change the hurt box, whatever. Jumping medium punch, jumping hammer, change the hitbox and hurtbox, whatever. Quick spin knuckle, advantage on hit, increase from 6 frames to 7 frames. This one is actually good, because this is something that I've complained about a lot. It makes me so angry that this even happens, is that sometimes if you hit somebody with the V skill from a little bit too far away, like that didn't combo anymore. Like it just wouldn't combo, or this wouldn't combo at certain ranges. Like yeah, like that, right? See, so that doesn't combo anymore. And that was really annoying, because a lot of the times when you fought Shoto's and you predicted a fireball, because the Shoto's arm was sticking out, you would automatically not be able to get close enough with the spin knuckle, and you would hit him, and they would be too far away, even though you had a perfect fireball prediction with the shittiest move known as the spin knuckle, and the Fierce would whiff, and then I would die. So I would hit with that, and Fierce would get blocked, and then I would drill, and then I would die. So now that it is actually +7, it'll be able to hit. Not only that, but well, that already connects. But yeah, so that was always a problem. But now it's gonna work. It's gonna work. So that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Strike back. Her V reversal is now punishable on block by 3 to 4 frame moves. That is a significant nerf to Cammy as well. Delta Drive, the V trigger, the extended and V timer activation increased the amount of gauge a V trigger moves uses. So they added more hit points to the meter, and then they made it drain more, so it always still drains fast. I like that because I think Cammy's V trigger drained too fast. Honestly, it was one of like the faster ones, and so every time you activated it, it became super obvious that the Cammy wanted to jump and dive kick at you. Oops, sorry. It became super obvious that the Cammy wanted to jump and dive kick at you. So I think making it slower, like maybe Zangief speed, would actually be kind of nice to that. So basically, in my opinion, I do feel like overall she was... I don't think she was nerfed or buffed, to be honest with you. I think she's pretty much the same as she was before. If I had to choose one, I would actually think that she was nerfed a tiny bit. If indeed that standing light kick, crouch jab doesn't hit anymore, and you know, with the nerf on the stun to the throw, things like that, I think she was nerfed a little tiny bit, but I don't think it's gonna change. I don't think it's gonna change much. And the punishable V reversal, I mean, it's just like new subscriber EMP Cammy's Thong Leotard says. It used to be -8 and people didn't punish it, but people will punish it. People will. I mean, it was already super punishable as it was. So to be honest with you, I think it's an unnecessary nerf, but I know people hate that move, so whatever. I never used her V reversal anyway, so let's go. Okay, I've been up for an hour and a half. I'm going to take a quick break real quick. I'm going to run a very short ad, but when I come back, I am going to... Oh, let me do something like this. You can see my notepad. You can see my notepad. Where's the other one? Where's my other one? Hang on a second, guys. Did I accidentally close it? Oh, whatever. In any case, I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna run some ads, take a break, grab some water. So I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.